There we go. Christian, what's going on?
Hey, Michael, how are you, man? Doing
I'm
good.
doing well as well. Congratulations on hitting 10,000 with your business.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it feels good, man. It feels good. And thank you as well for all the help over the months. It's been awesome. So,
Cool. My pleasure. Obviously, I think it'd be great to share your personal journey to this point. I know didn't happen overnight. So what I'd like to do from you, Christian, is first maybe just go back to like before you even started the business, maybe a couple different things on like, hey, what did you do for work normally? What even went into like your decision for getting into a business like this?
yeah.
And maybe why you ultimately made the decision.
Yeah. So, I was a rebate salesman for an energy company and was doing really well in that. And then kind of overnight, they changed a lot of stuff specifically for incentives and things like that. And, I just quickly realized that I needed to create my own thing, do my own business, and be more in control of my income to be able to provide. And around the same time, a friend of mine who's a doctor was telling me he was having a hard time finding a cleaning company in the area. And so I started looking into it a little more for him, getting him some quotes. And he told me, actually, he was the one that told me about you. And so I looked into your stuff as well. Yeah, I don't know why he was following you, but he was following you on like X or something. And looked into it a lot and started doing your own free thing on my own, and was like, I'm not going to be able to do this on my own. There's so many questions. It's all going over my head. I've never owned a business before. And so after, a bit of trial and error on my part, I just decided to dive in. And yeah, so I jumped in with you guys. And I mean, here we are. Like, honestly, don't know where this year has gone. I can't believe it's already end of April. It's been like just constant. So, but it's been great. It's been really fun. So yeah, that's kind of like a general background of how I got there and everything.
Okay, cool. And then I know, I guess maybe another thing I'd love to highlight is the journey to this point.
Hmm.
So obviously you started all that stuff. I think what would be valuable maybe to share is like two things from you. Number one, what was something that maybe you had to overcome or was maybe harder to do for you in terms of executing the business? And then
Hmm.
number two, was there something that was like an unlock moment for you of like, because I know like, hey, like I'm starting a business. Is this thing even going to be real or not? And then maybe like that moment where you're like, oh, okay, things are actually clicking now. Those two
Yeah,
things would be great to kind of hear from you.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say the biggest thing I had to overcome was understanding the sales cycle in the cleaning industry versus the sales that I was used to. So, I was used to really long, 2, 3 year sales cycle on some of my old projects and stuff. And so when people call in, I just kind of let them go and let them, yeah, get back to me when you can, kind of thing. And I just was not closing any deals. People weren't picking up the phone a second time. Um, and then, it was like just failure after failure, and it was not working. And then you and I hopped on a call, and you were able, within like a 2 minute conversation, you were able to diagnose exactly what I was doing wrong. Told me how to, like, you got 3 day sales cycle on average, or that first phone call, you want to close them right then and there. And so I got to be a little bit more, pushy's the wrong word, aggressive isn't the right way to put it, but just more focused on like that my cleaners need these jobs. I have the business obviously needs these jobs, and just lock in and do what I can to get them to close right then and there. And if they want to check other quotes or whatever, having strategies to lock it in with like, let's set up a follow-up date tomorrow, um, and whatnot. I think I had said something to you about like, I wish my other, or like my competitors would get back to people faster so I could like actually close a deal, because I was quickly finding out that I was always the first one on the lead. And then it was sort of this like, they all wanted to look around and everything. But so just really locking in on those strategies of, it's super important to close them as soon as you can, because you may never talk to them again.
Got it. And then for you, what was like was that also the unlock as well, or was there something else for you that like?
I would generally say that was the turning point for it, where it finally
Sure.
started, like, all of a sudden, the revenue started going up and up and up, and the calls and the reviews and everything. Um, Maybe another point was, um, when, after all the setup, after, because it took forever with, like, Google My Business and the 10DLC stuff, and there's just a lot of logistical things that were taking a long time. And then finally, once all of those fell into place, there was this moment of, like, hey, I just made my first sale. Like, whoa, I just had my first $1,000 day. Like, what the, this is working. And it was really that aha moment of, this could be a full-time deal for me. And, my goal was to get out of my previous job, my W-2, by the end of this year. But I quickly just enjoyed this so much more and wanted to have more time to devote that. I think about 2 weeks ago was my last day there. So I've been doing this full time now for the past 2 weeks, and just seeing
Okay.
the difference in life in general. Like, I have time with my family now. I have time to even devote to the business more. It's just, it completely changed my life. So 100% massive, massive opportunity.
Awesome. Awesome. And I guess maybe people would, and myself included, I think really be interested in terms of maybe the things that went into that decision. I know you kind of like mentioned it briefly earlier on like you were looking to get out. I think a lot of people are like, hey, I don't like the position I'm in. Like, what was your maybe like decision box in terms of that personally for you in terms of making that leap on like, hey, let's do this. I'm ready to do this full time.
Yeah, I would say it was really two things. The first one was, um it historically, the time frame I did the course was supposed to be the slow time for my W-2 job, and for some reason it just wasn't. Like, it was busier than normal. So I really wasn't able to do both jobs well, and that was just really eating at my conscience. Like, on my other job, I was just, taking longer to get back to people than normal, and just, that kind of, it just doesn't sit well, right? Like, I didn't like doing that job poorly. And I felt like I was doing the business poorly. I didn't have enough time to devote to it and everything. And so, I was beat by the end of the day, kind of stuff. So it quickly, that was part of the first part of it. And then there was a point, where you and the other Mike, you guys just like, there was like a devotion that you guys had to me. Like, you invested your time into me in such a way that it was like, you know what, they believe in me. I could do this. I think I can. And I spoke with, some of my friends, my wife, and everyone, and literally no one was like, yeah, don't, you shouldn't stay. Or you should go, is what everyone was telling me. Everyone was like, yeah, you definitely should go. My wife said, this is the happiest I've seen you in a job in a long time. And so, yeah, let's do this. Let's go. You should definitely get this done. And then at that point, it was like, all right, cool. Let's just do that, and off to the races.
Okay. That's awesome. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
From the program side itself, what was most valuable for you?
Oh man. I don't even know where to start. I would say it's definitely twofold. The one-on-one for sure was the ability to, throw out any sort of question. And then, the modules, and really just like getting into the community of people and being able to meet other people doing the course, and kind of learn from them. And, they're essentially colleagues as well. And so just being able to have access to that is amazing. The fact that you update stuff constantly, and it's not just like set and forget. Like, you genuinely care and have, like, here's a new thing that has been implemented, or a new thing I'm trying, or like, it's super cool to see a lot of that. And I mean, I literally could just go on and on. I cannot believe the value, because I've taken, online course things like this before, and they were like kind of so, and like there was, nuggets of gold, but this is like a freaking gold mine. Like, I'm not even joking. It was top notch, man. Well done.
Okay. First time we got the gold mine comment, so I'm gonna put that on my board. Appreciate
Sweet.
that, Christian.
Yeah, dude.
I'm curious now. Obviously, like there's a whole change for you. Hey, like this I didn't even know that you had actually transitioned full time. So that's great to know. That also gets me thinking about, okay, now you're thinking long term about this. Like, where do you want, I guess, what is a lifestyle or maybe even the company goals look like for you moving forward now that this is your full-time thing?
Yeah. So my main focus is on my monthly recurring revenue, and those are my main goals. And trying to get those up to, because I'm at a monthly revenue of 10K, but I think I'm around maybe 8,000 for next month. So I want to get that up to 10K and then up to 15, and just keep building those recurring. And once that is in a good spot, I'm thinking around 15, then at that point, I'm going to open a second market. And I hope to do that. I plan to do that probably by mid-July. And I'm picking a second market because I picked a local market, or my local market, and it's a little slower than I anticipated. And so I want to get into like a big city or something like that to be able to really start to unlock, that sort of thing. And then the second goal as well is to be able to offer more services here, whether that's like specialized deep cleans, where we're taking apart light fixtures, taking apart appliances. Like it's a totally different business structure, but things like that, or be able to offer move out services. I ran into a cleaning company that did that and kind of used it as like leverage for the cleaning company, offer discounts, and you kind of double dip. And so just continuing to offer more services, more like a home service based company rather than just a cleaning company. And that's maybe more long term.
Yeah. And I'm curious, like, if that's something that's on your horizon, do you feel like if you walked into another home service company that you could operate it, or give me a general sense on what you would think about your ability to do that?
Yeah. And that's the genius of, what we do. Cause it's really, I try not to think of myself necessarily as a cleaning company, because primarily what I'm doing is connecting good talent with good clients. And so that model, I mean, you can apply it to painting, flooring, you name it, and I have a lot of friends who are home service based businesses. And so we've been in talks of, how can I help you like find your leads? And cause these guys are like, they're like the real contractor guys, they are amazing at their craft. And they need support on the business and the leads and the marketing and that kind of thing. So kind of partnering that way, I mean, it's just kind of thinking about it that way. It makes it, like a no-brainer as the next step.
Okay. That's cool. I think you guys should do some sort of list swap or something like that as well.
Yeah, that's on the horizon.
They're you guys have a lot. If they're friends, that just is so much easier to do. So, okay, cool. Christian, last question. Obviously, I think I have a general sense of what you're going to say just because I know you're doing this full time. But like, if someone was on the fence about doing something like this, what would you tell them?
If you're on the fence, I would definitely say go for it. I mean, even from a investment cost, whatever, it's pretty affordable in the realm of starting a business. And the other benefit is that you can do it with a W-2 job. You can keep it, and you don't even have to quit. Like you can just do both and have it. And there's some challenges with it all for sure, but I could have balanced it and could have done all of that. This was way more fun, and I just wanted to keep going with it. So that's just what I did. So yeah, I would 100% recommend it, and definitely go with GCP, because there are a lot of YouTubers and stuff that offer a similar course, and I looked into them, and I am 100% glad that I went with you guys than anyone else, because the value I got, it was literally life changing. So 100% recommend. Get off the fence and come on GCP.
Okay, get off the fence. Well, listen, I will just say, I think you're one of the few people that are speaking of the opportunity with so much like enthusiasm and even just saying the word fun, right? Sometimes entrepreneurship cannot be fun and it can be a grind. But I think just from your side, that is a huge piece of like, I think your makeup and why I think this will go really well. It's like you're thinking about it as everything's an opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That only a person that is having fun sees it that way, as opposed to everything's a challenge and a mountain that I have to go up. So kudos to you. That's a you thing about how you're kind of, made up and what kind of person you are. So
Thanks,
I'm very excited about, listen, also another shout out. He's saying $8,000 heading into the month after he just hit his 10. That's usually like, much lower than that, as what you need to regain and recoup to hit that number. That's like a springboard to hitting 15 to 20,000 very quickly here. So I think you're well on your way to your, call it July goal heading into May. So congratulations on that. That's also another small win, parlayed into you hitting that month. So again, pleasure to work with you, Christian. Congratulations again, and get off the fence, have some fun.
That's right. That's right. Awesome. Thanks,
All right, man.
Michael.
Take it easy.
You too.